Hello, everyone. Imagine this. It's Christmas Eve, and your house is full of family, laughter, and the smell of delicious food cooking, and you're all getting ready to go to midnight mass. Sounds like a typical Hispanic celebration, right? Well, it's also a Filipino one. As a Mexican American married to a Filipino man, I've had the beautiful experience of living in a household where both cultures blend together. And over the years, I've come to realize that our traditions aren't just similar, they're almost reflections of one another. Today, I wanted to share with you just how connected Filipino and Hispanic cultures truly are. From religion to food to the way we speak, our histories and values overlap in incredible ways, and it's all rooted in our shared colonial past. I spent time researching this topic and drawing from real life experiences, and I'm excited to show you how these two cultures are more alike than different. So let's dive in, starting with religion and tradition. One of the strongest connections between Hispanic and Filipino cultures is Catholicism, brought to both regions through Spanish colonization. For example, both cultures celebrate Noche Buena, or Christmas Eve, with family feasts, music, and a midnight mass. In Filipino, it's called Simbang Gabi. According to a Houston Chronicle article published in 2024, Filipino and Hispanic families in Texas share the traditions almost identically, from food to the church services. And it's not just Christmas, we both celebrate Holy Week, and homes in both cultures often have religious images of saints or the Virgin Mary. For example, in my home, we have Niño Santa Tocha, which is like a baby Jesus that my mother-in-law brought all the way from the Philippines. We have him around the house. In the Book of Latinos of Asia by Anthony Ocampo, he explains how Catholicism shaped Filipino identity in much the same way it shaped Mexican culture. It's amazing how two places across the world can have similar spiritual traditions. Another fun similarity is how we celebrate our young women growing up. In Mexico, we have quinceañeras at 15, and in the Philippines, they celebrate something that's called debut, which is at 18. Both of them are big, elegant parties with traditions, family, and dancing. These rites of passage reflect how much family and community matter in both cultures. And in these pictures, they look almost identical. If it wasn't for the sombreros, I don't think I could tell the difference. Now let's get to the good part, which is food. Because food says a lot about who we are. Both Filipinos and Hispanic love flavor, bold spices, and family meals. There's a strong emphasis on sharing food with extended family and honoring elders. In an article from NPR in 2016, many Filipino Americans say they feel a strong connection to Latino culture because of these shared values, like multi-generational households and family-first decision-making. Sunday meals are a big deal in both of our cultures. Whether we're eating menudo or lumpia, the point is that everyone comes together, and our dishes even taste similar. According to a 2023 article in the Texas Standard, Filipino and Mexican foods share ingredients and cooking styles, like using garlic, vinegar, and slow-cooked braised meals. The article highlights chefs who create fusion recipes, for example, blending adobo with tacos or tamarind with sinigang. It's proof that our kitchens aren't that different after all. La Jornada Filipina, an online publication, also wrote in 2021 about how both countries use ingredients like tomatoes, onions, and rice, thanks to our Spanish influence. It's like we've been cooking with the same flavors for centuries, just in different parts of the world. Finally, let's talk about language and names. The Spanish left a major mark in the Filipino language. Today, there are thousands of Spanish words in Tagalog, the national language of the Philippines. Things like mesa for table, silla for chair, and even the way we count, uno, dos, tres. And if you ever met a Filipino with a last name like Garcia, Cruz, or Reyes, that's Spanish influence too. As Ocampo writes in the Latinos of Asia, these language and naming similarities often make it easier for Filipinos and Latinos to connect, especially in multicultural spaces. Even in the U.S., many Filipinos find themselves invited to Hispanic events and vice versa. NPR pointed out that people often assume Filipinos are Latino because of the shared traditions and language. I thought my husband was Mexican in the beginning. In my home, that overlap is very real. Our kids are growing up hearing Spanish, Tagalog, Ilocano, and English. We eat lumpia and enchiladas. We celebrate both of our cultures with equal pride. So to wrap this up, today we explored how Filipino and Hispanic cultures are deeply connected through religion and tradition, food and family and language, and identity. These similarities didn't happen by chance. They're the result of centuries of shared history, colonization, and cultural blending. And here's what I love the most. Culture doesn't divide us, it brings us together. Whether we're gathering around the dinner table celebrating a birthday or teaching our kids about our roots, we're building a bridge between two cultures that are stronger together. And here I put a picture of my three babies. Thank you.